So one thing everybody loves is their childhood favorites. And I had a lot of people write me and ask me, could I make Rice Krispie treats healthy vegan style? And not only did I make regular Rice Krispie treats, but I even threw in some Reese's peanut butter chocolate chip Rice Krispie treats. Of course, I made them with no oil, no wheat, no refined sugar, and no rice. And today, I'm going to show you how to make your own. All right, so let's talk about the ingredients we're going to use to make, of all things, healthy vegan Rice Krispie treats. Now, this is a recipe that I've never made for myself, but I got a lot of requests for it, and so I thought, why not? And so I've been trying a few different recipes. Let's talk about the ingredients that we're going to use to make these. Now, we're making two types. We're going to be making a version of regular Rice Krispie treats where we're using a lot of vanilla to kind of mimic the marshmallowy flavor. We're going to add a lot of vanilla to do that. And then on this side, we're going to be making a Reese's style Rice Krispie treat where we're going to be using chocolate chips and peanut butter. Now, here we've got something called popped quinoa. Popped quinoa. Now, if you're familiar with quinoa, it's just a grain, a very healthy pseudo grain actually. And all they do to make popped quinoa is they take it and they heat it and add pressure so that it gets kind of like, you know, like a puffed rice would get. So these are bigger and crispy, and they're excellent for replacing puffed rice. Now, I also, I hadn't made this recipe before, so I ordered a couple of different kinds of quinoa here, and this is called popped quinoa again. This, however, is called puffed quinoa, and you could use this too. Now, if you look here, you can see that these grains are a little smaller compared to these grains, if you see the difference there. So these are a lot bigger, and so they're a little more true to the size of you would get with puffed rice. So I'm going to use these, but for those of you who want to make this recipe and want to make it with quinoa so you don't have to use rice, you can use popped quinoa, which is what I'm using here. They're typically bigger, or you can use puffed quinoa. Both will work, but today we're going to use the pop. Okay, so now that we've had our little lesson on what type of quinoa we're going to use, let's talk about the two different recipes. Now, they're very similar, but they're a little bit different because here we're going to be mimicking a regular Rice Krispie treat. And again, we're going to start with our popped quinoa. We have some date syrup. We're going to use lots of vanilla to kind of give it that flavor like the marshmallows would. And then we're going to use some cashew butter. Here we're going to make a Reese's chocolate chip peanut butter Rice Krispie treat. So we're going to be using our popped quinoa once again. We're going to be using some peanut butter, some chocolate chips. These are date sweetened and organic. And then we're going to use some date syrup and a little less vanilla for these particular ones. So we're going to put both of these together. Let's start doing it now.
If you've been enjoying my recipes, then you'll love my Make Your Own cookbook. It has over 125 recipes free of oil, wheat, and refined sugar. You can find all the details at the link in the description below.
Okay, so it's that simple. I've got everything mixed. Now it's just a matter of getting it in our pan, getting it formed in the pan, and then into the freezer. Now you'll notice that I didn't put any salt in this. I'm salt free. And for desserts, I typically don't put any salt. But if you're someone who does like a little salt, particularly with your desserts, then you could put some here. I'll suggest an amount, but as always with my recipes, salt is optional. So you can put a little less, a little more, or exclude it altogether. But I did want to mention that. All right, let's get them in the pan.
If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe below.
Okay, so now it's time to press our mixture into the pan. Now I'm going to use my silicone spatula to do this because I find that when I use silicone, I don't have a problem with the mixture really sticking to it. If you don't have a silicone utensil, then you can just wet your hands really well and just use your hands to press it and form it into the pan. All right, so that's one dessert down. Now, while I put these in the freezer, we're gonna start on our Reese's peanut butter chocolate chip Rice Krispie treats. Okay, so now we're gonna make our Reese's peanut butter chocolate chip treats, and it's gonna be the same process. We're gonna start by putting our peanut butter here in the bowl, and then our date syrup. Okay, and so now I'm going to add my vanilla bean powder. Now, I did want to mention, you can use regular vanilla extract for this if that's your preference. I'm going to put a measurement so you know how much to use, but I like to use vanilla bean powder, and for those of you who haven't tried it, I think you should. It just carries the flavor much better. It's a very clean product. All it is, organic, vanilla beans. So it's as clean and as simple as you get, which is my preference. It is a little more expensive, I will say, a little more expensive, but for me, it's worth it. But again, I'll add a measurement in case you want to use vanilla extract instead. All right, and now my popped quinoa.
Now, while I finish putting these together, let's talk about the ingredients of standard Rice Krispie treats. Now, as you can see here, they contain all kinds of unhealthy ingredients like corn syrup, refined sugar, palm oil, soya oil, artificial flavors, and all kinds of preservatives. So I strongly urge you to try making your own.
All right, treat number 2 is done. We're gonna get these in the freezer also. Kind of let them sit in there for a little while, take them out, cut them, and give them a taste. Okay, so now we've got our treats out of the freezer and they are ready to cut. Now I had them in the freezer for about 2 hours, maybe a little longer than 2 hours. And the whole purpose behind freezing them is just to get them to solidify and hold together better when we cut them into squares, which is what we're gonna do right now.
Something I wanted to mention is that you can add some ground flax to your wet ingredients for a more stable crispy treat. I'll include an amount in the written recipe below.
All right, so we are all done and not a lot went into that. These are super easy to make, and as you can see, they look absolutely delicious. That's spot on. Wow. Makes you wonder why they put all the junk in them. These are simple, not a lot of ingredients, and the result just as good. Gotta make these. You and the kids will love them. All right, if you're new to my channel and you're wondering how to find the recipes, look below the video and tap on the word more and you'll see the beginning of the recipe. Tap on the word more a second time and you'll see the full recipe, and then you can begin to make your own. Thanks for watching.